Hello, good morning, students. Let's begin today's lesson. Now, this man, Robert Louis Stevenson, who is he? He was a Scottish novelist and travel writer. Coming from the family of engineers, he studied engineering at University of Edinburgh, but he spent most of his time in traveling and writing. During the period between 1880 to 1887, he continued to spend his time in Scotland, England, and France. It was this period only when he produced bulk of his best-known novels: Treasure Island, Kidnap, Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and A Child's Garden of Verses. Now, you must be familiar with this work, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I mean, you must have heard it somewhere, but our today's lesson is different. The black spot. Now, what is black spot? The black spot is a literary device invented by Robert Louis Stevenson for his novel Treasure Island. In the book, pirates are presented with a black spot to officially pronounce a verdict of guilt or judgment. You can say it's a pirate code. The idea is that when a captain is about to be deposed, he is given a slip of paper with a black spot on it. This is the pirate equivalent of a judgment in a court of law. When a captain receives this piece of paper, he knows that he has violated the pirate code and must be punished accordingly. So that's what black spot is. Okay. See, if you're a pirate and you have broken any rules and regulation, okay, you've broken any law under the pirate code of conduct, so you will be given this black spot. On one side of the paper there will be black spot, and the other side, the judgment will be written. Now, in the movie Pirates of the Caribbean, I mean, if you have seen this movie, Davy Jones gives a black spot to Captain Jack Sparrow. Treasure Island. This is the book, and we'll be doing its chapter 3, the black spot. Chapter 3, well, it's also in your textbook, the black spot. So let's begin. The chapter begins with the narrator telling us that he had lost his father. He was so busy with the funeral, visits of the neighbor, and the inn work that he had scarcely any time to think about the captain. The narrator tells us about the temperament of the captain, flighty and violent. That's the nature of the captain who is living in the inn. Okay? He also tells us how the captain sung the old sea songs on the night before funeral. Captain has grown older, and after the stroke he has gone weak. He keeps his cutlass bare on the table. Now you see the image to the left side? That's a cutlass. The one the pirates carry? Now, through this, we get to know, okay, so Captain has become older, okay, and he had got a stroke. Because of that, he has also gone weak, and he keeps his cutlass bare on the table, okay. The day after the funeral, a blind man with an eye patch comes up the road, calling out and asking where he is. The narrator says he's at the Admiral Benbow in Black Hill Cove. The blind man held narrator's hand with a strong grip and asked him to lead the way. Now see, this is the blind man. Okay? And that's the narrator. Now his grip was so strong that the narrator was a bit scared. Okay? Narrator begins to say that the captain is too weak, but he's soon scared by the blind man's cold, cruel sounding rebuke, and leads him to the captain, whose face grows pale when he sees him. So our captain is shocked, when he sees this blind man. Look at this picture. That's the captain, the narrator, and the blind man. Later, the man slips something into the captain's hand and then quite nimbly races out of the house. The captain opens his hand and cries, 10 o'clock! which is 6 hours from that moment, and then falls to the floor, dead of apoplexy. Narrator burst into tears. It was the second death he had known, and the sorrow of the first was still fresh in his heart. So, students, read the chapter thoroughly. You will come across the terms like stroke, cutlass, hunched, nimbleness, deposition, reeled, and apoplexy. Find out the meaning and try to make new sentences. That's all for today. Hope you have understood this chapter. Okay, so go. I have already sent you the PDF, so go ahead and read the chapter. This is the book cover of Treasure Island, written by Stevenson. I'll see you next class. Bye bye.